Rock Computer College. Define quality training in information technology.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another series on video editing. Now in our last two series we've looked at Premiere Pro, that is Adobe Premiere Pro, and Filmora. Now in our third series we're going to look at CapCut. Now CapCut, similar to Filmora, Wondershare Filmora and Adobe Premiere Pro, is a video editing software that you can use to edit any type of clip that you have. Now for CapCut, it's much simpler to use and it's more user-friendly than the other two, and you can easily adjust to it in a short span of time. Now, if you want to use it, what you have to do first is head over to your Chrome account. Then from here, search CapCut. We want to download for PC, so there's always one for your phone, for the web, and now for the desktop. So I want to download CapCut for the desktop, so I'll just click on that link, and then this will pop up. Now remember that it's a free version, so you can download it for free. You don't have to pay for anything. So just head over here and click on download for free, and then it will start downloading. After some time, if you check, you can see our file has been downloaded. So let's go to a folder, and there it is. So what I'll do is I'll double click on it, and then I'll click on yes, and then it will start installing. You can see currently it's at 0%, and then it will continue progressing until it's fully installed. So it has already finished installing. Now it's testing the environment. Let's see what will happen next. So after it's done installing, this will pop up, and then it will ask you to agree and continue with the terms of services and privacy. So if you want to read them, you can just click on this too. Then I'll just click on agree and continue. And then we have successfully installed CapCut into our desktop. So here it is, and this is what we'll be working with. Now, once you've installed CapCut, you want to open it up, and this is what we're working with. This is your interface. So you can sign in and have an account. You can join Pro, but for this you have to pay for. There's a fee that you're supposed to pay for. Then we have home and MySpace. So over here you can create a new project, but the first thing I want us to do is look at the settings. So if you click on here, we get the settings, and we have these 4 different tabs, but we want to focus with the 2 first. So the first project tab, it will show you where your file will automatically, the home file where clips will automatically be saved. So you can come over here and actually change if you would like to, create a new folder, and then change if you want to. Again, we have the cache manager. So if you want to delete, you can auto delete and then set a number of days. I need you to note that if you do not delete your cache, it will make your editing slower, it can lag your videos and all that. So currently I'm just going to set it at don't delete cache files, since I don't have that much, but as you continue you'll find a need to switch it to this. Then under edit we have the image duration. Now this is the most important part. Image duration means if I bring in an image to a clip, how long will that image play? So currently it's set at 5 seconds, so if you want you can add to that or decrease the time duration. And then we have the frame rate. Now currently I'm operating under 30 fps, but if you want you can increase. You can go for 25, 24, but I'll leave it at that. So again, check the settings of your clip before you start working with CapCut, so that you can make the necessary changes. So after that, if you've made no changes, you can hit cancel, but if you've made some changes, you'll go ahead and click on save. Now that we have that out of the way, let's get started. So I'm going to click on new project and this will open up. So the first thing I want to do is to import a video. So you can import a video, an audio, or a photo by just clicking over here and then going to wherever your media file is and then selecting it, click open, and here we have it. Now there's a few functions I would like us to go through. So the first, we have this tabs at the top, and each one has its own menu. So from over here we have the library, run answered, spaces, import, and local. Now local houses all the local inputs that you'll make. So any file that you'll add over here will go under local, but I can as well create my own library if I want to. Then we have audio, and then under audio we have a wide variety of music that you can choose from and add to your clips. We have sound effects, extracted audios, TikTok, and some brand music, but you'll have to sign in order to access the last two. So basically we have all this for free, so you can just click over here, download, and then use them on your clips. Then you have texts. We have a lot of effects and templates, text templates that you can use on your clips as well. We have stickers, effects, transitions, filters, and adjustments. But for adjustments, you'll have to do it manually, so most of the time people tend to just leave it out. So you have all these at your fingertips that you can use while you're editing your clips. Now if you click on your clip just once, it will preview at the panel, so you can see we're having a preview of the video, and then at this end you can tell you at what time the video is at and the total duration of the video. We have the zoom icon over here, so you can zoom in or out of your video depending on your needs, and then you can actually scale it up and just view it as a full screen. And if you want to exit, just click on this and you'll exit. And here you have the play and pause function for it. Then at the end over here we have the details. So this is the name of your file, where it's saved, ratio, resolution, frame rate, and the proxy, that is if you've turned this on. Now if you want to create a timeline, all you have to do is click on it, or either click and drag it over here to your timeline, or just click on this plus icon and then it will add itself to your timeline. Now from here you can start editing your videos. Now in our next lesson we're going to look at the timeline in CapCut. Now we're going to do a series of tutorials on this. So the first thing we're going to look at is how to add videos to our timeline. Now in the last video I told you can just click and drag your clip over here, and there you have it. So if I click the play button over here, it will just play the video, and you can see this white cursor kind of thing will start moving to the right, and you can see from here the progress of the video. You can stop it from here. Again, you can just move this little cursor around, so you can just drag it to wherever you want your video to start. Again, you can play the video by hitting the space bar button on your keyboard. So again, there it goes, and to stop, you just hit the space bar button again and it stops. Now if you want to add another video, again you can still add it by dragging and dropping like so, or just delete this. You can click on this plus icon over here. So if you click on it, it will add itself to the track, and what it will do is that it will come to the very beginning of the clip. So you'll have to just remove it and then place it to another place. So you can place it at the end and have it continue from this one. So you have to be careful there. and have the smooth transitions and such, or you can place it on top of the other and then kind of layer your videos like so. Now, another thing that you need to do to know when you're working on the timeline is that you can actually crop your videos. Now, as you can see, let's say I just want a small clip of this video. Let's just play it. So you can see what's going on. I just want a short clip of it. There are two ways you can do that. One, you can clip it directly from here. So you can hover your mouse at the edge over here, and then it will turn into a two-sided arrow, and then you click and drag it to your desired place. You can do the same with the other side, like so. And then you're left with this clip, and then I can move it around to wherever I want. And now if you play it, you can actually see it's a shorter version of the original video. Now, so the other way that you can crop your video is from over here. So first of all, you come to over here, click the drop down arrow, and then select list, and then this will appear as a list. Now from here, we're working on this one. We want to crop out this video. You can hold the handles at the edge. Again, if you hover your mouse at the edge, it will give you a double-sided arrow, and then you can click and drag it in to mark an in point, and then click the edge again from the other side, drag it in to mark an out point. So that is the part that I want. You can see it's surrounded by this blue rectangle, and then I can just click on it, drag it, and drop it. So let's just place it over here, and if I play it, you can actually see it's a shorter version as compared to the original version. So this is the shorter version, and this is the larger version. Now, the good thing with CapCut is that it lets you know what you've been doing to your clips. Now, as you can see, this is the list. These are the number of clips I have. I only have 2, and each of them is marked added. This means that they have been added to my timeline. And then this clip over here has this little scissor-like icon. This means that I've actually cropped it from over here. So if I click on that again, you can see it will actually show you the area that you clipped, and then you can go again and make your own adjustments if you want to. But basically, that is how you crop a video on your timeline and then add it to your timeline. So now that we have successfully downloaded the program, we've gone through the settings, we can create a new project. Now remember, from here you can open previous project that you worked on, create an image, or create a project. So I'll select create a project. Now if you open it for the first time, it will give you a kind of a tour on how to navigate around it. So you can just click next, or you can just click exit and then head on with your projects. So the first thing I want us to do is to add a video so we can actually get to see where everything is at. So I'll click on import here, head over to where my videos are, click open, and there it is, it's imported. So here we have the main panel, and with the main panel we have menus at the top, as you can see. Now each menu serves a different function. Now we have device, we have import, and we have stock materials. Now device, these are the things that you've imported directly from your PC, from your device. Then under stock materials are the kind of templates that you've been provided with by CapCut. So you can see the many templates you can use over here as you edit. Now we have the import menu. Now let's head over to the audio menu. Now with the audio menu, it provides you with tons of music, each with different genres. So you get to select from them and use them in your clips. With text, we have different types of text. You have the AI generated text, text effects, like so. We have text templates that you can use as you're editing your clips if you want to add any text to them. We have stickers, You can use this to enhance your clips, give it a little bit more character. We have effects. Again, all these are provided for free, so you can just select the one you want, add the effect, and it will create this cool effect for your clips. We have transitions. Now, the transition menu provides lots of transitions that will help you transition from one video to the other using different kind of transitions, and you can actually hover on just one and see the transition effect that it will have. There you go. Then we have captions, which will help you identify filler words or caption your videos, filters, and then adjustments at the end. Now let's go back to the import menu, device. This is where we have our video. This is where we have our clip. Now from here you can choose how you want to sort them by time imported, time created, name type, duration. So currently it's selected by earliest to latest, so we'll leave it at that. Here you can change whether you want it as a grid or as a list. Again, as a list, this is how it will appear. And then here we have the player the preview panel. Now from here, as you can see, I've clicked on this, it will play a preview of that video. Down here I have a timer that's running, and then I have the duration of the video. I can pause and play from over here, and then we have zoom control. So if I click on this, you can actually just zoom in or zoom out of your clips. So depending on your desired ratio, you can just leave it at that. And then we have this little icon. When you click on it, it will give you a full screen view of your video. If you want to exit, you can just click over here, or let's do that again. And then you can also click on the escape key on your keyboard. Then over here we have the details panel. Now these are the same details that we had on our settings. Remember when you were setting your settings? Now from over here you have the name of the clip, right? The directory at which it's saved, aspect ratio, resolution, frame rate, and then it will tell you whether it's an imported video or not. So yeah, these are just details. You can mess with them later, but I'll prefer we leave them as they are. And then at the bottom over here we have the timeline. Now from here, let's try and insert this clip into our timeline. So just click and drag it, just drop it over here, and there you go. Now I want to show you the correlation between the timeline and the preview clip. Now with this selected, as you can see it's selected, I can actually gain control over this clip from over here. I can resize it, I can rotate it, I can do a lot of things from over here. Now you can see that we've activated the ratio clip button, that is. So if I click on it, you can see currently we're on the original ratio. Now what this means is, depending on the device you want your clip to finally play in. So let's say you're designing something for your phone, or for social media, for a tablet, or for a laptop, you'll decide, or you will select those ratios from over here. And anytime you make a selection, you will see the change. But for now, so that we can make it easier to learn and understand the program, I'll select original, and I'll leave it at that. Now another thing you'll notice is that this pane has changed. Now all these controls are going to directly affect the clip that you've made. Now starting from here, basic, you can change the scaling of your video, you can change the position, you can rotate, you can change the alignment, the opacity, and so much more. Head over to remove background. You can actually remove the background, but here you'll need human figures because it only works on human figures. You can add a mask to your clips, and you can also retouch. Now that's under video. Under audio here, you can adjust the volume, add in a fade in or a fade out, normalize loudness, or reduce noise. Again, you can manipulate the speed. You can add animations directly to your clip from over here. And lastly, you can make further adjustments to your to your clip. Now you can change the name, the color, the effects. You can do a lot of things from over here. And anytime you deselect, you can see it will go back. So make sure you have it selected if you want to use it, so that you can access all these commands. Now, the next thing we're going to look at is the timeline. So we've already added this clip. Let's go ahead and add another clip. So I'll just click on import. Again, select a different clip. Click open, and here it is. There we've added it. I want to add a third one. There we go. Open. There we go. So you can see over here selected a list view. You can see what the changes if I select a grid kind of view. This is what will appear. With list, this is what will appear. Now I want to add the second clip. This is the second clip we have. Anytime you click on it, it will preview. It will play the video in the preview panel. So let's just pause that. Now I want to add this to our template. Now you can either click and drop it over here, or you can click on this plus sign. Now if you click on it, it will add it directly after the first video, and then you can position it wherever you want it. Now one thing I want you to know about the timeline is that it works as a layer. It has a layers property kind of thing. So you can see we have the very first video going at the bottom layer, and then the second video will come over here, and if I click and drag that video, it will come to a third layer. So you kind of create layers as you go. And if I decide to play these videos, so let's just play, you'll see the transition from one video to the other, like so. So that's how those layers work in CapCut. So I'm just going to delete that one, and let's remain with this one. Now I want to resize this clip. You can actually do that in a very simple way, but I need you to know there are two ways of doing so. So with the clip selected, you will hover your mouse at the edge, and you can see we end up with a double-ended arrow. So I'll click and drag that in, let's say to that point, and then head over to the other edge. Do the same, hover your mouse at the edge and then drag it in. There we go, and this is our new clipped version, and you can see it's actually shorter as compared to the original one. So if we come back here, so this is this white mouse, we bring it back. So if I play this, you can actually see it will be a shorter version of the initial video. Now another way you can actually clip the video is from over here. Now how do you do it? So let's select this one, let's add it to our timeline, and then let's place it at the top here. We just want a small section of it. From over here, I'll make sure it's selected, then I'll click on this. You can see it has this blue kind of rectangle casing on the end. So click on the edges again, drag it into your endpoint. So that will mark our endpoints. Click and drag. Let's select our out point. There we go. Now we'll have to delete this one, and then this will be our new clip. We click and drag and place it there. Now you can actually see it's a shorter version of the original one. This one is actually 9 seconds, while the original one is 31 seconds. So that's how you can do it. If you want to further minimize it, you can still go ahead and do that manually from over here. And now you can play your video, and there you have your shortened version. Now one thing I want you to notice, when you come over here, you have these markings over here. Now this will help you know which clip you've added and which one you've edited. So like this one, it will show you that I cropped out this clip before I added it to my timeline. Now you have noticed that we have these commands at the end of our timeline. So let's just go over them one after the other. So the first one you have is this voiceover clip. So if I click on it, it will start automatically recording. So you can actually just record a voiceover directly in CapCut. And then you have some commands over here. You can change the input device, the volume, echo reduction, and you can actually choose to mute the project. So if you want to start, you just click on start to start recording and then stop. But I'm not going to do that, so let's just close that. The second command we have here is the main track magnet. Now the main track magnet works like this. If I select these clips, let's try and drag them out, it will automatically snap back to the edge. Let's try that again. There it goes. It will automatically snap back at the edge. It helps in avoiding creation of space at the edge over here. So you will end up having some seconds which have no clip on it or any video playing. So if you want, you can turn it off like so. And now if you move it, you can see you can actually move the clips around and that not going back. But I would like to turn it back on. So there we go. The automatically snapped back. Let's just rearrange this. Now the other command we have is the preview access. Now if you turn it on, it turns your mouse, the cursor that you're using on your mouse, as a preview cursor. So you can actually just scroll through your timeline and select a certain area. Just click and the white cursor will move there. So again, let's say I want to edit this area, click, it will move the white cursor there. So it comes in handy when you want to go through your clip bit by bit, but if it's too much for you, you can always just turn it off. So there we go. Next, if we select the clips that we have over here, so like let's select this clip, you'll see that we have these many options over here. Now let them not overwhelm you. Let's just move this over here. So first we have this drop down arrow. Let me click on that. Now we have the select tool. Let's just kind of call them tools. So the select tools allow you to select your clips from wherever you are, and you've seen that the shortcut is A. Now we have the split tool. Now if you select the split tool, if you click on any clip, it will split into two. Now let's hit on A, turn back to select tool, and then you can see we've ended up with two clips. Again, the shortcut for the split tool is B, so B, and split over here, A, select tool, and then you can select your clips and reorganize them. Now again we have the select leftward command. Now if I select that, let's just place our cursor over here. Now if I click on here, it will select every single clip to the left of this white cursor. Now we'll see it is selected these two as well as this main clip over here, because part of it is on the left side. Now let's try and select rightward. So do that. So first we have to deselect like so. Let's place the cursor over here. Let's just move it over here. Now select rightward. If I click over here or anywhere, it will select rightward of where my cursor is. So you can see if it's over here, it will select everything. But if I click on this side of this white cursor, it will only select the clips on this side plus this main one, because it has part of it to the right side. Then we have the undo and redo, the reset control. So if you want to undo the changes that you've been making, you can just keep on clicking on it and it will undo the changes. If you want to redo them, again, just click on it and there we go. Over here we have a split command. So let me show you how it will work. I'll just place this cursor over here. Now if I click on the split command, it will split the clip right in the middle. So wherever I place the cursor, it will split it. Now you can see I've ended up with two. So we have this clip and this clip. It has separated even the main one into two. So let's try that again. Split, and you'll see it will split these into two. So again, you can undo that by just clicking on this, and there we have original. Then we have delete left. Again, if I click on that, it will delete the left, any clip to the left. So if we click delete left, it will delete the left end of that clip. If we select delete right, so let's just move it, delete right, it will delete the right, and it's basically kind of cropping your video. So let's just do it again with the strawberries clip. So have it selected, delete left, it will delete the left side. Let's just move it over here and select the clip, delete right, it will delete the right end of that clip. So it's basically cropping out your video for you. Now we have the delete command. If you click on it, it will delete any clip that is selected on your timeline. So if I select this one, click on delete, it's gone. That's how that command works. Now let's say other commands, we have add marker. You can add a marker, you can freeze. Now freezing comes in when you want to add text. So it will give you a 3-second frame where it will freeze an image of your clip, and then you can add your text. So when it's playing, you get 3 seconds of just a still image with text on it playing. And then we have a reverse. So for example, let's just play this video. Now if you play this video, you can see the direction in which this clip is rotating. Or let's just use the spaghetti clip. So there we go. You can see the progression of the spaghetti as they're being cut out. Now if we select this clip and select reverse, you give CapCut some time to work its magic. And now again, let's just take this back. Let's play it. You can see now it will start in reverse. The direction of the spaghetti, now they're going back into the machine. So that is the purpose of that command. We have the rotate command. You can rotate and you can also resize your clips. So all these can also be accessed from over here, and from over here you get to have more control, more options to work with than you have over here. In this tutorial, we're going to look at how to add text to our clips in CapCut. Now, if you head up over here, we have the text menu over here. So you just click on it, and then you'll see all these different options that we have. So the first one, add text, we have default text. We have AI generated, effects, and under effects, you'll find lots and lots of templates. So if you just click on this drop down arrow, you can see all these different options. Same goes with this. So it has loads and loads of options. If I click on the drop down arrow, you can see the number of options that you have over here. So let's just start with add text and then the default text. Now if I click on it, you can see how it will appear. That's just a preview. What I'll do is I'll click on this plus sign to add it to my timeline. So there we go. And as you can see, it's been added as a new layer on top of our clip. Now, if we head over here, you can see it comes with its own option panel. And then from here, I can be able to change the text. So over here, I can change the wordings. So let's type in recipe. So you can make that change from over here. Then from here, you can change the font. You just click and select a font that works for you. Like so. So this is just for we're just going through the options we have. So I'm not saying that this is the perfect font to use here. You can change the font size. You can choose to make it bold, underline it, or italicize it. You have those options. You can change the case. So currently it's in the uppercase. You can have it in small, lowercase, or in title case. You can change the color from over here. So you can choose from this pretext presets that we have over here, or you can come directly and choose it from over here, and you can see it will automatically change. So any will do. You can increase the size of the spaces in between by clicking on this drop down arrow. So if I go down, you'll see the spaces will decrease, but if I click the upper arrow, you can see the spaces are increasing. So just take that back down to 0. Again, you can come over here and increase size in line. You can change the alignment depending on the number of words you have. I don't think it will affect with just one. Then over here we have preset styles, so you can choose a preset style for your caption or for your text. Then we have this transform tab over here, so just click this. So these are all the options that you're provided with. And then down here we have transform. Now under transform, there are a number of things you can do. So you can change the scale, so you can scale it down or scale it up. You can change the positioning of this. So if you want to move it to one side, you can do that. Now if you see it's slightly moving to the right, so let's just try and type in 200. You can see it's shifted to the right. If you type in 0, enter, it will shift back to the original place, so you can mess around with that. And then we have the blend options over here. So the first one is opacity actually, so you can decrease the opacity or play around with it depending on the needs of your videos. So different videos want different caption with different needs, so it's all up to you on what you'll do with that. Then we have stroke here, so if you want to add a stroke, you'll just click on this button. So you can see it was turned off, you can just click on that and then it will be turned on. Now we currently have a black stroke. You can come over here again, you can choose from the presets that we have. Like so, and then you can determine the thickness of the stroke from over here, so you can increase it, you can take it to the extreme if you want to. Again, it depends on the needs of your caption or the video creating. Then down here you can add background, so we have this too over here. Now good thing with this is that you can change the background again. You can choose a white background. I can come over here and make a selection of my own, and if I feel like I don't really need the background, I can just turn it off. But with the background, there are a lot of added options. So one is the opacity, so I can take down the opacity like that. If I want a rounded rectangle, just have to do that, and you can see at the edges we'll end up with a rounded rectangle. You can see over here. So let's just click on this to go back to this. You can change the height, the width, the Y offset, and the X offset. There we go. And then over here we have a glow. So if you want to add a glow again, you can turn that on. We have a shadow. You still have the same options, and curve. So all these are all around available there for you to use depending on your needs. So just remove the shadow, I'll remove the glow and the background. I just want it to remain as simple as that. Now if you head over to bubble, you'll see some cool effects that you can add to your caption. So if I select one, it will add this and it will look like kind of an animation caption. You can just go through them and select the one that you want to use. So there are tons and tons of options here for you, depending on the needs of your video. Now for me, I'll just choose none and leave it as it was. Now let's head over to effects. Again, we have loads and loads of effects to choose from, so you can choose some of these presets over here and see how that will work out for you.